wanna know.
Hi you guys, it's Nylajai'ne and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you guys can see by the title, I will be giving y'all another tutorial, and today I will be showing you guys how to just do some regular invisible locks. Now I've showed y'all how to do a Locs retwist. I've showed y'all how to do some 2-strand twist over locks, but this is a very easy and cute hairstyle for clients or for yourself if you don't have locks and you just want the look of locks. So to start off, you guys, as y'all know, I stick with my Neat Braid Shining Gel, Conditioning Shining Gel product. That is the product that I use. You guys want to make sure that you have a comb, hair ties, clips, whatever you need to make sure that you are prepared and ready to do the hairstyle. Now to start off, if you guys are used to watching my videos, you guys always see that I part the client's hair from ear to ear. I part the top front section off, starting behind their ear and then going to the other side of their ear and sectioning that part off. Now I'm going to start off by parting that first row, and if you guys know how to retwist locks, or if you guys have seen those videos, then you guys know that there is a certain technique that you need to do in terms of which way you twist the locks, and it is no different with the invisible locks. You just have to pretend like your client has locks even though they don't. Now to start off, I'm going to section the hair off, and you don't want the parts to be too skinny or too big, but if you look at how regular locks look, you just want to make sure that it looks as natural as possible. Just make sure that the parts are symmetrical and that they just look like regular size squares. Like I said, they don't have to be too little or too big, but today we are just doing regular size parts on my client, so I'm just going to part them regular medium size and make sure that they are the same size. And with this hairstyle as well, you guys also want to make sure that there are no uneven amount of parts, because yes, I know with the lock retwisting videos, if there are uneven amount of locks, you just twist 3 into 2. But since your client doesn't actually have locks, you want to make sure that everything is even so that you have a set of 2 strands of hair to twist into 1 twist, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So make sure that you are parting and counting how many parts that you have in a row. So to start off, I'm going to take a section of hair and I'm going to twist that section of hair to the right, and then I'm going to take another section of hair and twist that section of hair to the right as well. And y'all can see I'm just taking the product, putting it on, and just twisting it to the right with my hand. And then I'm going to take that section that is sectioned off to the right, and I'm going to twist that over to the section to the left. And you guys can sit here and see how I do it. And you guys want to make sure that it's pretty tight so that their hair stays in the hairstyle very neatly and doesn't slip out. That's a lot of mistake that some people will make, and then the hair will fall out. But you want to twist it really tight and twist the right twist, or the right section, over the left section. And I only twisted down, I think, maybe 2 times. And then I added my first piece of hair. Now the hair I'm going to be using, you guys, is the Cuban twist hair. I'm going to put up a picture of that so you guys can see how it looks, but I use the Cuban twist hair, and the way I section the hair off is depending on the thickness. So when you are using the hair, you guys will be able to feel the thickness of each strand of hair, and if there's a strand of hair that is really thick, I split it in half, and I use that strand of hair when I first add in hair, and then I used a strand of hair that I don't split in half and add it on. So when you guys first add in a piece of hair, you want to make sure it's a thinner strand of hair, and then your second strand of hair that you add, once you twist down a little bit and the twist starts to lose that consistency, that's when you add in the second piece of hair. But you don't want to split that hair up. That's just going to be a regular strand of hair, if y'all understand what I'm saying. But sometimes the strands of hair coming from the Cuban twist pack will already be thin and you don't have to split it up. So if I don't have to split up a strand of hair, I'll just take a thin strand of hair, add that in the first time, and then add another thicker strand of hair. And I'm also using 16 inches for this hairstyle because we're just doing shoulder length. If you do any longer, you would need the 24-inch pack of hair, but I'm also using the 16-inch pack of hair. So I added that second strand, and I'm going to just twist the hair down, and when I reach my desired length, that's when I twist it down a little further than the actual length, and then I take it, and you want to wrap it around to the right. I take the end and I kind of wrap it up about 4 times in a little beehive, and then I secure that with a rubber band, and then I cut the excess hair off. You guys want to make sure that when you cut the excess hair off that you're not cutting too close to the rubber band, because then the rubber band can come out easily or the twist can come out easily, and you don't want that for your client. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and watch more of how I did this hairstyle, and you guys should be able to get a gist of how I did it. So when you guys reach the front of your client's hair, when trying to measure to make sure that it is the same length, you want to take the hair that you twisted in the back and bring it to the front. And then when you're twisting down the twist in the front of their hair, you want to measure it with the hair from the back, but make sure that it's in front of them. And y'all will see how I do that. Now when I'm done, y'all, I do take a blow dryer and kind of blow dry the hair just to kind of make sure that that product is dry and that there's no leftover product left over her edges. And that is pretty much it, y'all. Very cute, very easy, very simple. Like I said, if you guys have done locks before, then this should be something that came very easy, but it does take practice. Just rewatch the video that I made and you guys should be able to kind of get a gist of it if you paid attention throughout the video. But that is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys were able to learn something. Please comment, like, and share, and let me know what else you guys want to see. See y'all next time. Bye.